What's up, guys? It's your boy Dano from My Brother's Keeper International Missions. Today is the 15th of February 2011. We're here at our newer storage unit that we just moved into a couple weeks ago. If you've been following us at all, this was pretty empty just a few weeks ago. We had a very tiny storage unit. It was filled with stuff and we moved it all over here. And we just started asking you guys to get involved. We're heading down to Honduras in 2 weeks. Me and Jesse Glenn, another volunteer from our nonprofit organization. I'm going for 2 months. She'll be down there the first month. And we just started asking you guys to open up to the possibility of donating financially or materially things to get down to Honduras to these people who are in really dire need of everyday needs like food, clothing, shoes. So as you can see now, the storage unit is overflowing. You guys have really stepped up to the challenge. I originally was wanting to ship 100 pounds. We had plenty of stuff to ship, just not the money. Then, you know, many people, too many for me to name. I'm just gonna run through a bunch of pictures right now and thank everybody that's been helping out. We went up to a couple hundred. We're now up to 1,200 pounds just within the last couple weeks. And we are bringing all this stuff to Miami today to be shipped out. When we go there on the 25th, it will all arrive a few days after that. I just want to go through this list. I've been making an inventory all morning. I just want to go through a list of some of the things that you guys have donated. It's TV, DVD, VCR player, DVDs, books, printers, clothing, tons and tons of clothing, a laptop, bedding, air mattress, pots and pans, towels, crock pot, videos, boys' clothes, girls' clothes, men's clothes, women's clothes, hats, toys, shoes. The list goes on. Lots of supplies for our school that we opened down there in Honduras. And it's just been a great response, and I just want to keep extending the invitation to anybody who wants to get involved in something a little bit deeper than self. I've been talking for the last year about Honduras, and I know a lot of people know that it's a poor country, but don't really know much about it, so I just wanted to show you guys before your money. I just want to get you a better picture on where it actually is. We're talking to you right now from Orlando, Florida. You come down to the Gulf of Mexico. Right here, here's Mexico. This is Honduras, and right on that north tip where my finger is where we live. Right on the tip of Honduras. So it's really, this stuff is getting shipped right through here, and it'll be right there. It's a 2-hour flight from Miami. And the thing is, I realized I need to really get 2 things across to you guys. The first thing is, every time I come back here, I kind of try and leave my emotions at the door in the airport, because I've really been trying to get this nonprofit organization going, and I've been working on my own strength a lot, trying to, before I really feel comfortable asking you guys to donate financially or to volunteer or to come down, I kept feeling like I need to get this all right, professional. You know, I've got the 501c3 a long time ago, and I've just been promoting and letting you know what I'm doing before I really stress the importance and the necessity that I need your guys' help. But we are at that point now. The thing is, I try to leave the emotions in the airport when I come here, because I know what these people are going through every day when I'm back here and I'm eating steak and chicken and shrimp every day. I'm have anything accessible to me that I want. Not what I need, what I want. Anything that I want, I can get here. And for me to constantly be thinking about them in a personal way, it can get very draining. So I have been leaving that down there, and then about a week before I go back, I start getting prepared, getting in the mood, and then when I get there, it's like, hey, I'm back, and it's another whole world. It's 2 totally different worlds. But I think that has really kept me from reaching you guys with the fullness and the seriousness of this message. These are my friends. These are real people that I hang out with every day, that I see every day, I walk with and talk with every day. These are my kids that I teach every day, that sit on my lap every day, and that I see laughing, and I see crying. And I just want to get the point across, because a lot of times when I'm here, I get too caught up into the professionalness of the organization and try and get you guys to help these people. I refer to them as these people. They need this and that, and I lose the personal part of it, that these are real people, and they're not far from here, and they can't afford to put food in their kids' stomach. They can't afford to put shoes on their kids' feet. They can't afford to send them to school, and that these are real people that really need help. And another thing I've been leaving out is my spirituality, because I don't want to, you know, I've been in this gray area where I don't want to exclude anybody from being able to get involved and help out. But the thing is, you are a spiritual being, and we have lost a lot of that, and we try and fill that gap with all the things of this world, the physical things of this world. And I know better than anybody because I've had more money than anybody and was still miserable. I've been a drug addict living and sleeping on the streets and was still miserable. There's nothing that this world has to offer that can fill the hole that every one of you has, and that is for spiritual need, to be connected to your Creator, which is spirit. Spiritual, and the Bible says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, happiness, kindness, and those things don't come from accumulating and amassing things. Closets full of clothes, the biggest cars, all the latest video games, gadgets, cell phones, all that. They do not fill that gap. They never will. Drugs, partying, drinking, it never does. I've done it many years, many years. It will never ever fill that gap. And at the end of the day, every night when you go to sleep, there's always going to be a gap. People can't fill that gap. It's getting connected to a cause greater than self. Living for something more than just trying to make your life everything you want it to be. It's always going to be empty. And the thing is, please, I just want to extend this thing to you. Here's a challenge. I want to issue this challenge to you guys right now because I'm aware that even I am guilty of this. You do not know how much time during the day you're spending thinking about physical things, about money, about tangible things. Even you who are in church, you might think I'm above that, but I promise you you're not, because you're only conscious of 5 to 10% of your thinking each day. That's it. The rest is unconscious, subconscious thinking that's been programmed and conditioned by your surroundings, your environment, everything from the movies, the music, the people around you is conditioned and programmed. The only thing that choice you have is for that unconscious, subconscious to be thinking and acting for you. You ever had a thought and you're like, wait a sec, I can't believe I just thought that about somebody. Or I'm going to do this. I can't believe I just thought I was going to do that. That's not me. You're only conscious of a little bit. I challenge you for the next day to 3 days to try and be conscious of as much as you're thinking as you can, and to decide how much of the day am I thinking about God or about spiritual things or about love, about helping people, and how much of the time am I thinking about or worrying about money? Am I going to pay the bills? I got to come up with the money to get this next thing, to buy this next cell phone or make my car payment or anything like that. I challenge you, I promise you that if you spend the next 24 hours or 3 days even thinking about how much time you're thinking about these things versus how much time you're thinking about physical things, you realize you've been caught up in the trap. Even if you think you're not, you think you're above it, you've been caught up in the trap. And hopefully that will open your eyes to the potential possibility of getting involved in something that's greater for yourself. Get involved any way you can. You want to volunteer here, you want to volunteer in Honduras, come down on a mission trip. If you're in church, you guys are not involved in missions, that's supposed to be a big part of your faith. This is an open invitation for you to get involved in something that you're already supposed to be involved in. Whether you want to come down on a trip, whether you want to donate funds to help us keep shipping stuff like this. Look, this is just a couple days, guys. And so far it's just been me on my own. This is not me on my own anymore. This is an international non-profit organization of people. Many people, like I said, I'll flash some more pictures right now. Now you are all involved in this. You guys have all been donating, sending money. Now you're all involved, no matter what. And the challenge is to keep getting farther and farther involved. But contact us on www.mbkinternational.com. On Facebook, you can look up My Brother's Keeper International Missions. And you can contact us at 407-729-0972 and get involved.